السلام عليكم، كيف حالكم شباب؟ ان شاء الله طيبين. معكم عبد العزيز ورجعت لكم بالحلقه رقم 35 من لعبه اساس كريد فالهالا. لا تقول نبدا تضغطوا زر لايك وسبسكرايب، وشكرا على دعمكم الجميل والمتواصل. الله يعطيكم العافيه، يعني صراحه دعمكم جميل جدا، فمن كل قلبي شكرا لكم. اتمنى توصلون دعمكم وخلونا نكمل باللعبه جميل جدا دي. بسم الله. الحين عندنا مهمه هنا، قلت تحدث الفيلي وخلاص. الحين طبعا يعني زي ما تقولوا الجنازه عارفين حقت ابوه، فخلنا نشوف الحين ايش راح يصير. ما ادري الصراحه هذه اخر مهمه بالقسم ذا يعني. خلنا نشوف الحين ايش راح يصير.
Eivor, my father sets forth on his final voyage.
May the winds favor him.
The nobles have offered up their funeral gifts, all but you. Present what you have, and the celebration may begin.
والله ما ادري، انا معي هديه. انا خلينا نقول اود تقديم هديه الجنازه.
I have it here. A shield bearing the sign of the web of weird. Woven into this shield as you wove your spirit into our lives. May the skulls sing of you as the gods embrace you. Feast, my friend, in the halls of the free and brave.
Stand at my side.
Speak from your heart, Eminasan.
Today we mourn the passing of Heminger Jarl of Nottinghamshire. My father. Our father. He was a towering force. A strength to fear and admire. Now gone. Yet together we are the example of his greatness. I see him in each of you. His love for battle, but also peace. For wisdom, sorrow, and joy. His generosity, his spirit. In you I see his life and his love of drink. Gods, did he love drink! We are these things because he was these things. Father, we shall be to our children what you were to us. And when they are ready, we will meet you again. Give him a fine farewell.
Sunniva, ride to Hemthorpe and prepare the longhouse for the All Thing. The next Jarl will soon take his seat.
يقول عد الى سونيفا. اعتقد هذه كلمناها قبل كذا، شفناها قبل كذا. خلينا نروح لها دحين. الساعة 3 طايحة. فصراحة زي ما اقول لك انا اتوقع القسم ده خلاص راح نخلصه اكيد يعني بالحلقة دي، وان شاء الله يعني اول ما راح اخلص باذن الله راح نبدا بقسم جديد، عارفين راح نسوي تعرف جديد، واعتقد خلاص يعني ان شاء الله قرب نختم اللعبة الجميلة دي باذن الله يا اخوان. انتظروا مني يعني قريب راح ابدا ان شاء الله باللعبة المنتظرة اللي هي لعبة سايبر بانك، ان شاء الله قريب انتظروا مني راح ابدا فيها باذن الله. يعني المكان اللي وراه هنا نروح نكلمها دي نشوف ايش عندها.
Have they given their Jarl a fine farewell?
They have. None drink so well and so deeply as Clan Hemmingason.
The declaration of succession must happen soon, before we are too drunk and exhausted to remember our names.
I agree. Call on those who must attend. The All-Thing will begin shortly.
Eivor!
You look uneasy.
Burdened by grief, drowning in mead, and paralyzed by a sword. I stand between that man and Jarldom.
You stand side by side, really, and one of you must step forward.
My father placed us side by side because he trusted your vision. So what do you see?
والله شوف انا اشوف انه فيلي هو الشخص المناسب، صحيح ما عنده صفات القائد بس هو تقريبا وريث الشرع زي ما تقولوا، فخلونا نختاره هو، يعني خلونا نقول له انك ستكون يارا صالحا، فخلونا نقول له كذا ان شاء الله يعني الخيار ذا الافضل.
Drunk as you are, I see before me a man full of passion, vigor, and a love for his people. I see a Jarl. Your burden will get easier to bear. Take your father's seat and make it your own.
I will.
Good. Now let them know our stick.
People of Hemthorpe, of Ulkethorpe, of Snottingham. Today I pledge myself, as my father was, I shall be your Jarl. Hemminger was a hero, not for who he was, but for the people he led. With Tryggvi by my side, with all of you, we will have glory.
You've already learned that people prefer shorter speeches to long ones, Billy Jarl.
It will take time to wear that title with comfort. My father never swore a formal oath with your clan. There was no need, for you are family. Let it be known, the Hemmingers and Clan Raven are true sworn friends from this day forward. Do you accept?
Aye.
Well?
Be fair, be just, and call upon us often. Our stick.
I'm sure I will.
اوكي زي ما توقعت خلاص الحمد لله نهينا القسم ذا. الحين خلينا نروح الراوند فيه، الحين نرجع للمستوطنة حقتنا ونشوف ايش راح يصير. اكيد راح نسوي تحالف جديد، فخلونا الحين نرجع. خلينا نشوف كنا جاء شيء جديد. خلينا نشوف. ايوه خلاص ما في شيء. خلينا الحين نرجع للمستوطنة، بس ما ادري مهمات اني اقول لك في عندك شيء. ايوه انه خلاص يعني اروح عارفين اروح للمستوطنة واقول للراند فيه انه يعني خلاص يعني القسم ذا يعني راح يتحالف معانا، ونشوف ايش راح نسوي. يعني ممكن نفتح قسم جديد. والله صراحة انا ما ادري، انا اعتقد صراحة يعني انه اللعبة دي لازم تسوي تحالف مع كل المناطق، بعدين اتوقع تختم. عارفين؟ والله ما ادري صراحة، في اكثر من منطقة يعني، فلسه ما شاء الله اللعبة مطولة. والله صراحة انا كنت صريح معكم ما توقعت قد كذا اللعبة ما شاء الله طويلة، وصدقوني الشيء ذا جدا حلو عشان اللعبة والله جدا حلوة. بس لكن انا لعبت تقريبا كل اجزاء اساسن كريد يعني، ما عدا اول كم جزء. يعني ما اتذكر في جزء صراحة طول معي زي كذا. يعني اتذكر لعبة اساسن كريد اوديسي اعتقد ختمتها بكم 35 حلقة صدقوني، بالكثير 35 حلقة متأكد. بينما ما شاء الله فالهالا شايفين احد يحب الحلقة 35، وصدقوني اتوقع لسه ممكن يعني باقي يعني اتوقع 4 حلقات ممكن او 5 بالكثير. فما ادري صراحة ليش يوبيسوفت ما شاء الله خلوا الجزء ده جدا جدا طويل. والشيء حلو صراحة يعني، عشان والله ما شاء الله الجزء ده يعني اجمل جزء. والله صراحة شباب اجمل جزء من اجزاء لعبة اساسن كريد لعبته. يعني الجزء ذا يعني ابداع صراحة بمعنى الكلمة. وزي ما اقول لكم باذن الله انا حتى لو اني يعني ما خلصت لعبة اساسن كريد، وبنفس الوقت بديت بلعبة سايبر بانك عارفين، راح اكمل عارفين راح اكمل اساسن كريد، ما راح اسحب عليها. نفس النظام تقريبا لما كان مع لعبة سبايدر مان لعبة اساسن كريد عارفين. فان شاء الله كلها يعني باذن الله كلها راح العبها. الحين خلينا نروح الراوند فيه نشوف نسوي تحالف جديد.
Rubbish! You had discarded it!
It was not rubbish. I intended to use it. Please?
نشوف في مشكلة هنا.
Randvi, what is this?
Another dispute, I'm afraid, with Holger stirring the pot once again. Will you sit in judgment?
Judgments are the burden of a Jarl. This is Sigurd's duty now.
He refuses to leave his quarters. Right now, you are the only noble fit for this.
I don't know. It is not my place.
Please. Only until Sigurd recovers his strength.
All right. Once more. Gudrun, Holger, come forward. You will state your cases and I will hear you out and be as swift in my judgment as I am able.
طيب خلينا نسمع المشكلة حقتهم ذولي.
Gudrun, you may speak.
I have been robbed, Abel. My property defaced. 3 days ago, I discovered some of my sailcloth missing. I scoured the settlement in search of it. Passing Holger's home, there I see it. Boldly displayed and worse, defaced, with scrawls and silly stories upon it.
Lies and slander!
Holger, quiet. You're well acquainted with the rules of this trial. Now, Gudrun, what did you do upon discovering your sailcloth?
I confronted him, demanding silver. For silver with Holger's inky scratching cannot be sold or bartered, can it? I ask only that I be paid for the property that was taken from me, yet he refuses.
So Holger took something that belonged to you and defaced it. Now you wish to be paid for the item. Do I understand?
That is right.
طيب الحرمة صراحة إلى الآن معاه الحق. خلينا نشوف يعني ذا ايش راح يقول.
Holger, what say you in your defense?
Short days ago, I found a pile of mildew-stained detritus beneath the docks, and salvaged what I could. I wish to use it as a canvas, you see? As a conveyance for my latest works. The sailcloth was in such a state and so obscured from view. I assumed it was refuse, abandoned goods.
I see.
My motives were honest, Eivor. Would a thief be so brazen as to display the fruits of his crime? Hardly. Yet here she claims I have robbed and defaced her property, when all I took was rubbish left by to rot.
Nonsense.
My only crime here is that I gave something ugly and decrepit a bold new life.
I see. So you feel Gudrun disposed of something and now unreasonably seeks its return.
Exactly. Yes.
طيب صراحة أنا أشوف إنه غلط ذا، يعني أخذ شيء كان على باله إنه هي ما تبغاه، عارفين؟ فما أدري لو خيرون صراحة نشوف إنه الحرمة هي اللي معاها حق، عارفين؟ فما أدري، خلينا نقول الحين لقد سمعت ما يكفي.
All right, I have heard enough.
I might have profited from that cloth. Holger has all but robbed me of a future boon.
It was garbage. Yet now it's a part of something greater. If anything, I have increased its value. You ought to thank me.
Oh, I will thank you with the back of my...
Quiet. Let me speak.
اوكي صراحة أنا زي ما أقول لكم أنا أشوف إن الحرمة هي اللي على حق، يعني لا يقول إنها زبالة، هو ما هو يعني لا يحكم من عنده، عارفين؟ يعني ما أدري صراحة، أنا أشوف إن الحرمة هي اللي معها الحق، يعني هذا أخذ يعني أشياء يعني تملكها هي، عارفين كيف؟ فصراحة أشوف هي اللي معها الحق ولازم أعوضها.
After careful thought, it is clear that...
What is this? What are you doing?
Holger and Gudrun are at odds. I hope to find a resolution.
That duty is mine alone, Eivor. You know this. Stand aside.
You were not here, brother. Nor did I wish to bother you.
A sallow excuse for such a bold defiance. I hope you enjoyed it. Are you finished singing, my dear Skald?
My Jarl, as I was saying,
Stop! Enough! I have heard more than enough to render my judgment. For as long as I've known you, Holger, you have spun words into lies. You weaken the minds of children and delude the minds of men. I've shown you too many years of tolerance. And rather than exist in grateful meekness as Holger the liar, you sink lower. You become Holger the thief, robbing a woman of her livelihood, all in the name of your stupid stories.
Sigurd, Jarl, no, that is not the...
This is the consequence of your actions. You will pay Gudrun the value of 30 sailcloths.
30 times? Surely you jest. That would ruin me, Sigurd.
Do I look like one to play pranks, Holger? Pay the fee, or be exiled.
Great, Jarl. If I may, I seek only compensation for a single sailcloth. The rest
30 times! In silver! That is my judgment.
Eivor, please. Does this not seem unfair?
والله صراحة لا، قاعد يظلموا. مرة زودها صراحة سيجور، فخلونا نقول هذا الحكم غير عادل.
Sigurd, the punishment must fit the crime. Your judgment is cruel and unfair.
Cruel and unfair? Oh no. No, you have it backwards. I am the definition of what is fair and what is not. I am your Jarl, the source of all right and wrong, the Lord of justice in this place. Without rank, without order, without a chain of command, life cannot endure. Chaos will reign. Do you understand?
As my brother and my Jarl, I back you, Sigurd. But in the face of injustice, I cannot help but speak.
Have you never in your life known when to hold your tongue, Eivor? Not defer to those wiser than yourself? My judgment stands. 30 times the sailcloth's value. That is final.
Thank you, Lord, for hearing us out.
See to it that judgment is carried out exactly as I have said. Should the need arise again, do not fail to rouse me.
والله صراحة ما أدري إيش بس كورس ظلم الرجال صراحة، يعني شيء غريب صراحة. فدحين خلونا نكمل إحنا. نشوف من فيه هنا. والله اخوه هنا. ما ادري والله، خلينا نتكلم نشوف يعني ما قد تكلمت زي كذا. كان عنده شيء مهم.
Sigurd,
Leave me be.
if you wish it.
والله مرة هو الصراحة ما ادري ايش صار من يوم انقذناه، هو يعني ما هو زي اول، عارفين؟ تغير صراحة. الحين خلينا نشوف.
I want to thank you for your judgment,
سوي تحالف جديد.
for stepping in when Sigurd would not, in spite of what happened.
Poor man. I've never known him to be so angry and reckless. Is that a side you've seen?
Rarely. There have been moments when he was distressed, worried, afraid, but nothing like this. Never, ever like this.
Let us do our best for him as we take care of our own. We're his best hope for healing.
If it is not too late. In the meantime, we press on.
I bring fair tidings, Runry. Hemming a Jarl in Nottinghamshire has passed, but his clan remains allied to us.
Sad news, but you made the best of it.
I saw my old friend Vili on my visit. He is their Jarl now, and he has pledged to aid us in times of need.
يا سلام، صار معنا من المواد الخام دي. اعتقد مداني اطور المستوطنة حقتي. يعني انا شايفكم صراحة بالتعليقات تقول لعبة طور المستوطنة، فان شاء الله راح اطورها. بس خلينا نشوف، باين لازم نسوي تحالف جديد.
I want to see the Alliance map.
بصراحة زي ما اقول لكم، انا اتوقع والله صراحة لسه يعني باقي لنا باللعبة. اظن هذه والله اظن هذه كلها المناطق لازم نسوي لها تحالف. فما ادري صراحة، خلونا نبدا. المنطقة ذي خلينا نشوف ذي. 220. خلينا نشوف المنطقة ذي 109. طب خلونا نلعب ذي. عارفين صراحة ما ابغى انقي منطقة يعني تكون ضعيفة.
What transpires in Gloucestershire?
You may have noticed that Gunnar has disappeared from his forge. He has traveled to Gloucestershire in search of a wife.
A wife?
He is in love.
When did this happen?
When doesn't this happen with our dear lovelorn blacksmith? But there is a bright side. He has asked you to join him.
Join his search for a wife?
And see that he does not make a fool of himself. I believe he thinks that your presence would bolster his image.
يا ساتر، ايش القسم ده؟ الحداد حقنا والله لاحظت، انا رحت يعني شفته ما هو فيه. والله ما ادري، احسه صراحة ممكن القوة حقته 220، فمو معقولة راح يكون قسم تافه. مع انه والله من الكلام دي تقول انه الحداد يبغى يدور له زوجة، فما ادري. خلونا نبدا. ما اعتقد انه تافه صراحة.
All right, I'll be Gunner's keeper, if only to bring him back in one piece.
Very generous of you. Make for the town of Gloucester. You will find him there.
اوكي، هذا يبغى ندور عليه. لا الحمد لله محددين لي المكان، بس ساكنه خلوني اطور مستوطنة. اعتقد مدري يمني كم شيء. والله صراحة ما ادري، ما ادري ايش ابغى ابني بالضبط. هذا من اول صراحة قاعد اتكلم تبغى نلعب له مهمة جانبية، بس ما راح العبها دحين. ان شاء الله مصير راح العبها، بس لكن مو دحين. نشوف ايش فيه، ايش المكان اللي جيت فيه. هذا اعتقد حق اللي هو لما اقتل الوحوش، عارفين الاسطوريين. اجي المكان ذا وديهم راس الوحش، شيء زي كذا يعني. اظن ادوني مكافأة عليها. خلينا نشوف دي صراحة زمان ما جيت هذه. خلينا نشوف اذا بدنا نشتري شيء ولا حاجة.
I would like to see.
مدري كم معي من الفضة صراحة. ما شاء الله معي 1800.
I'm practically giving it away.
والله المشكلة ما ادري ايش اشتري. الاشياء اللي تحت هذه كلها عارفين وشوم وكذا. والله صراحة زي ما اقول لكم ما ادري ايش اشتري بالضبط.
Only a true warrior can pull that
يعني القوس ذا ما اظن اقوى من القوس اللي عندي. والله ما ادري صراحة. خلونا نبيع طب الاشياء اللي معايا. نبيع ذي. في نبيع كل شيء.
I can resell these. Done shopping for.
خلاص ان شاء الله نجيها مرة ثانية.
I will see you later.
ممكن يعني
I hope to see you soon.
المتجر حقه يتحسن. خلونا دحين بس ابني شيء. والله صراحة يعني ما ادري يعني. خلونا نجي الجهة ذي. اوكي خلينا نشوف ايش بدنا نسوي. نشوف لو بنينا شيء نشوه. هو طرق اغتيال الزيت، خلنا نبنيه. والله صراحة ما ادري بالضبط حق ايش، بس لكن يعني منها نطور المستوطنة. اعتقد ممكن دحين راح تسرب بالخمسة. والله بقري بس شيء واحد ابنيه. اعتقد بدنا نبني كمان. خلينا نشوف هنا. لا والله. اوكي بس ان شاء الله قدام راح ابني. دحين خلونا نروح المكان ذا اللي طلع المهمة دي. بس خلوني اوريكم هنا، بوريكم شيء، بوريكم انه الحداد. لاحظت انا صراحة جيت اكثر مرة لقيته ما هو فيه، ما ادري في واحد ثاني. شايفين ما هو الحداد ذاك اللي كنا اول يعني نسوي مع المهمات وكذا. منا خلينا نشوف اذا الحداد ذا مداني يسوي يعني عندنا نطور شيء ولا حاجة.
Hello. Need something forged? My name is
It is good to meet you, and strange to see Gunnar away from his forge.
Well, as far as I know, he's got a very compelling and beautiful reason for his absence. So here I am.
Well, if Gunnar has faith in you, I do too.
Then I say you have fine taste. Have a look at what I've got.
May I see your stores?
أدري ممكن أشياء مختلفة. لا والله تقريبا نفسها. صراحة بطور أنا السلاح ذا. أيوه عارفين ببدأ صراحة استخدمه. خنجر ذا صراحة مرة رهيب. نشوفكم ايش بدنا نطور. الدرع اللي لابسه صراحة اعتقد بدنا نطوره، يعني مرة ضعيف هو. ايوه خلينا نطور الدرع ذا. صراحة مرة يعجبني الدرع لما تطوره، عارفين تغير شكله صراحة شيء مرة حلو. خلينا كمان نطور الدرع ذا. خلاص ان شاء الله كذا بالسليم. صراحة الاشياء الباقية عارفين ما ابغى استخدمها الحين ان شاء الله قدام.
I must be on my way.
خلاص خلينا نروح ونبدأ مهمات القسم الجديد ده. يا ساتر المكان نبغاه والله مرة بعيد. الحمد لله بس بدنا نسوي سفر سريع هنا. جديدة الحركة ذي. طب الحين خلينا ندور ندور الحداد اعتقد. ايوه راح نلاقيه هناك ان شاء الله. ما ادري صراحة زي ما اقول لكم القسم يعني مرة غريب. توقعت ممكن لو نبغى نبدأ قسم جديد راح يكون مع السيجورد وكذا، بس ما ادري صراحة. انا صراحة يعني عارفين اخترت القسم ذا بس عشان شفته يعني هو اصعب واحد. عارفين ما ابغى صراحة اختار قسم الاعداء مضاربة تقريبا اقتلهم. ما ادري صراحة نظام الاعداء والقوة بالجزء ذا غريب. بس خليني اقول لكم شيء على السريع. باوديسي ما شاء الله كان على قد ما تقوي نفسك مهما قويت نفسك حتوصل لنفس مستوى الاعداء، ما راح تكون اقوى منهم. بينما هنا اذا قويت نفسك يعني بدك تعديهم يعني الاعداء فرق كبير كمان.
Eivor, thought I smelt you on the wind.
Gunnar, with the speed you left home, I thought you'd been carried off by Valkyries.
I have. This Valkyrie right here, Bridget, my own heart's root. Meet Eivor.
It takes a rare woman to nail down our Gunnar.
Lavendine da, with my Zigwili.
Good to meet you as well.
والله ما ادري خلنا نسأله متى زواجه.
So, is the wedding here? When you spoke of a marriage feast, Gunnar, I hoped it would be at home.
No. We're here for the festival and blessings. Bridget's hand must be given. You know me, Eivor. I'm forged in honor.
Whose blessing? I see no pitchfork-shaking father or weeping mother.
Glaua Shestus Elderman Kunan. He helped raise Briggs since she was a pup.
Have you a family, Bridget?
Nath Mom and Dad carried Evan Gillard and Anon. Conan helped druise me.
Briggs and Man Pa were the last High Priestess and Elderman. They since passed on. But the current Elderman looks out for her.
I should like to meet this Elderman of yours, if our kinfolk are to be joined.
A union forged in love. Come, we go find him. Oh, and don't blame me if he's heard a tale or two about you. What about it, Bridge?
Dim jolch. You two bags of air sich o gwmpas gilydd. The Eivor gal clis llawn.
Right, no daylight to waste then, huh?
So the Elderman may have heard a tale or two about my exploits.
Not all from me. Your name will be on the lips of every skull for years to come.
And the Mercians here are not unsettled by lurking Vikinger?
They come from all over to celebrate Samhain. Most are too busy with the festivities to pay us mind.
Samhain? Is that what these carved roots are for? This tradition?
Aye. Faces cut into lanterns to ward off evil spirits and guide children home.
They have a haunted look about them. Let us bring a few back.
There is the Elderman. Conan!
A good leader, seeing to his people's needs. Let us join hands when his task is done.
Yeah. Then let's introduce you to Tevdur. Hands as clammy as a dead haddock, but his heart is in the right place. And he'll be Elderman after Conan. Tevdur, this is Eivor, my chieftain.
Ah, yes. The way Gunnar speaks, I expected,
Me to ride in on a winged horse, cure the sick, the blind. His compliments are as blunt as his hammer.
Ah, more pagans crowding our table. Just lovely. Well, what brings you here?
I am here to hasten my friend's marriage and drink my weight in ale. If friendship comes afterwards, then all the better.
And what has Dane friendship done for Christian Mercia? Unseated god-right kings for puppet rulers?
I am here as a friend to Gunnar. I do not like to make enemies when breaking bread, so tread careful, boy.
Apples! Eivor, wait until you try the cider. You like cider, eh? Tevdur? Cider?
You must be Eivor. Tevdur, I see you've welcomed our honored guest. Come just in time for my last Samhain.
At your behest. We welcome all pagans set upon God's own Gloucester.
Tevdur, as your harvest king, I demand that you remove the turnip from your arse and be merry. So you've come to meet the family before you whisk my Bridget away to her life as a smithy's bride.
We're honored to have her join the Raven clan, but your lush landscape will be hard to match.
I must give away girl and land in this misty season, but Gunnar is a good man, and he speaks tirelessly of you.
If you will excuse me, I have matters to attend to.
Ah, yes, the shrine. And with so many thieves and fangs on the path, a fellow may fall in God's service.
Conan, I do not need a heathen escort.
Youth cut down in its prime, without even the memory of warm thighs and cider to sustain him in the afterlife.
Then, by my honor, I shall not rest until I return him to you safely. Aye, Tevdur?
I see I am outmatched. Though a Dane joining in praise to Saint Kenhelm, God will weep.
My lady love calls, Eivor. Oh, if you'd like to join us later, we're going hoodening this eve.
Go, may you have a fire-forged friendship. Watch for fairies, fenfolk, and fiends. I have a hand fastening to oversee, an apprenticeship to officiate, and a pig to slaughter.
Well, shall we then? Sour. Kunon humors these pagans too much. It is the first thing gone when I am Elderman. Fires and magic, spirits in the air. Gloucestershire has strayed from God's light.
People need carousing, especially before the winter frost. A festival brings warmth and cheer.
God's light does not dim as the nights chill, but the winters are hard upon the children. Seeing them run around,
it lightens the heart. Are there priests in your lands? I've met a few, liked even fewer.
The profane has gone unchallenged here. I alone am the Reformation. They are a flock in need of my shepherding.
And how will you lead this great renewal?
They will fill the church's pews, and we will thank him for all the gifts he brings. Not false idols of wood and clay.
And yet, are we not going to pray at the idol of another? Is this Saint Kenelm your god?
No, and we do not call him such. He is simply closer to the Lord's ear. Low in a mead of kine under a thorn, lieth poor Kenhelm, king-born. Is this land not beautiful, Eivor?
Aye.
Look, the path is untouched by danger, so your company is not needed.
You are a kinder man than the mask you wear. But you won't be rid of me. I will keep my word to Kunan for your safe return. I don't understand this Christian praying. I thank Odin while standing. Why get your knees dirty?
To humble ourselves before God. Besides, I've dirtied my knees doing worse.
That sounds like a tale I'd like to lend my ear to.
Please, Eivor, I must pray.
Should I watch or turn my back?
Oh, Lord, gift upon this lowly servant your greatest gift. Patience.
I will not have to interrupt your prayer to protect you, Tefter.
And yet you insist on doing so. What is it you are looking at? A hare?
Tefter, get to safety. Find somewhere to hide.
Where did they come
from? بنواجه أحد. بعده. والله قلت انهم سريع سريع ما شاء الله. في الضربة دي والله أفضل ضربة ترى باللعبة.
Eivor, thank you for saving my life.
It's good I was here to protect you. Maybe Kunan has the eyes of prophecy.
Splood, cloven-hoofed and sent by Lucifer himself. This land must be returned to God's grace.
More likely the shrine is in their territory.
Lord, we thank thee for your protection.
It's not safe here.
Give me my moment's prayer, Eivor. I ask only this.
We should return to Gloucester. Unless you'd like to thank the little martyr here for tonight's feast.
I'm not a babe in the woods in need of constant guard. Go on without me.
I gave Kunan...
Yes, your word. And when I see him, I will say you protected me from being skewered upon those devil's tusks. Oh, and Eivor, I owe you a drink at least. Later, if you'd have one. Find me at the festivities.
طيب ناخذ المهمة دي. أعتقد لازم نرجع للحداد عشان نكلمه. خلينا نرجع ونحن نكلمه نشوف ايش راح يصير.
Eivor, there you are.
Here I am.
So, What adventures did you find in my absence?
Escorted Tefter to the shrine of some Christian saint. Our path was not peaceful. We were accosted by a group of boars.
Odd, but path na usually safe. To the Grievo.
But you saved his hide. I bet it was quite the sight, two of you as a pair.
I kept my word to Kunan, and that spat-cuck Tefter lives.
Restraint, Eivor? I was half expecting you to wallop the lad around the head and ass.
I've bridged hands with most of England, Gunnar. And I've held my temper around worse than Tefter. I need a drink.
Try the cider. It's from last year's apple harvest. Skull.
Skull. So, you invited me to a hoodening. What mischief is this?
Ni gwisgalan fel ysbrydion and creatures of the Vale. The bag for treats.
Glowachester gives their glut to otherworldly visitors, and if you dress as one, you'll get that bounty yourself.
Freely given? Huh. I've only seen such a thing done at feasts.
Then we turn you into a beastie and have you roam the hills, braying for sweets and drink.
It's hardly a disguise. Just a cloak and some bones.
Nonsense. You are the very spirit of the Mary Louved. Now, that's hooden. Become the Mary Louved, the spirit who sings for cake and ale. You cannot have your cloak back until...
Sure.
Gunnar. Trick or treat.
What business have you? Oh, the Mary Louid. Right. We're doing cakes instead of beer this year. Sour night and the moon is high. Mary Louid haunts my door.
والله ما ادري ايش اقول له دخل عندي الخيار ذا.
The air is chilling and ghosts are spilling all across the misty moor.
Oh, ghosts and beasties. Here, spirit, take your reward.
Okay. خلود على البيت اللي بعده.
Are you playing the role of trickster spirit?
Can trickster spirits see? The eye holes in this mask are terrible.
All it takes is a mask and some sweet cakes to turn you into a gentle skull.
I am not going to sing, Gunnar.
طيب عندنا هنا بيت. عندك البومشة. هذا مو بيت. روح لدايودا.
Good.
Oh, thank the gods. We've been waiting for children all night to empty our stores so we can go to the party. Have some extra.
والله ده سريع اوكي. ما ادري يقول يسوي شيء عند الاطفال دول. خلينا نشوف. ما ادري صراحة ممكن بدنا نسوي شيء. لا ما اعتقد. انهم شكلهم محددين فقلت ممكن نسوي شيء هنا. خلاص قدرنا ناخذ بهت.
Victor of cakes. How does it feel to pillage what is freely given?
Are you ready to rhyme with me?
Down the road from my abode, there is an open vale.
هذا على طول بدأ. ما ادري خلينا نقول له كذا.
I've been here knocking and a walking. Now give me cake and ale.
Brilliant, that is.
Look at these cakes, sweet as honey, Gunnar. You should see this, Gunnar. My cakes.
هنا نروح نشوف.
Which is why none of you should run out alone to the woods tonight. You will stay in.
طب هذاك نروح له. نبغى انه نتمشكل مع ذا.
You are either fearless or stupid, boy, to speak to someone of the Raven clan this way.
Fitting name for scavengers. Winged rats taking what isn't yours.
I'll pick out your eyes and feed them to your god.
Gunnar, we are guests here. Let him go. We can hooden more. You seem to want your nose broken, so let me oblige.
Christ, I'm tall.
Time to
عندنا واحدة بالواجهة. والله متعافي من الذين. شوفوا الضرر اللي قاعد نسوي اليوم مرة كبير. والله شوف كيف شالوه. يا ساتر صارع ذا.
They know how to have fun.
والله الساتر متعافي من الذين. يا سلام هي بنهيه. والله يموت شوف كيف شاله.
My leg.
Bionavalis Macallon.
كان قصتنا. صح نفس استخدم مع القدرات بس ما اقدر.
Enough! Keep your brawls to the other side of the river. There's children about.
I don't answer to you, witch.
Thomas Fletcher, I brought you into this world, wiped your mother's birth blood from your face. Mind your tongue. Let's see that leg then.
It's nothing.
Careful with the old man. He's had many winters' worth of wounds.
Tilukis. Modron's a gumpas to patch this land.
Will he walk again?
The gash is deep. If I cannot save the leg, the pigs will eat well tonight.
That man called you a witch.
I lead those who follow the old ways in Gloucestershire, but I offer my healing services on both sides of the river. Gwyneth, my love, go back to the house and bring me the garlic salt.
And the worms? Are we cleaning or cutting, Mother?
Yes, grab the worms just to be safe. Now go, child. I promise not to cut it off before you return.
Give me strength.
Mam Modron is known am a humor towish Gudran.
I'm glad you're all finding my mortal injury so funny. Go, Eivor. Make merry and try to loosen Tevder's shoulders.
Modron, you don't have to save his leg. I will understand.
That limb will be fine, but no medicine in England will stop the dribble from his mouth. I do not work miracles.
اوكي الحين نروح في واحدة لازم نروح نكلمه. اعتقد هذاك اللي قال فين اللي قال راح يعزمنا على شراب فخلونا نروح دحين. اعتقد لازم نروح نكلمه. ما ادري صراحة قسم ذا يعني احس يعني مرة هادي عارفين مهماته كذا كأنها مهمات صراحة يعني بداية اللعبة.
Show me what lies ahead. With
Eivor, there you are.
Tefter.
You're well met. Gwilym here has challenged my honor in a contest of drinks.
Join us. The lad will be easy pickings.
Give me a cup.
Some ale, then.
One for me as well.
For shaveling of the Christ Lord, you have a lot of scars, Gwilym.
Not every tonsured man is a wet-eared abbey, babe. I came to God after I had scarred my soul with sin.
To holy hearths and humid eyes, it is the best drunkenness returns a man to royal reason. Skull.
اوه اوكي كذا النظام. واحنا لازم نهزم عارف النهاية. اوه يا ساتر اسطى. والله حتى ما قدروا يوقف لطيف. والله شكرا راح نهزم. والله هو 4 الحين هي لازم نلحقه. والله اعتقد هو اللي راح يفوز. اعتقد انه مهمة لازم تفوز. اعتقد كله عليك بس لازم تخلص المهمة دي. خسرت والله العذاب هنا.
Good effort, Tefder. This merriment feeds my soul. Here, another drink on me for allies new and old.
Of all the Eldermen I've met, you're the most unburdened. What is your secret?
None. It is well known. The burdens I carry will soon leave this world with me. So drink to my life and death.
Death?
I am to be sacrificed in the Wicker Man as king of the harvest. Like Elderman Simkin before me and all before him.
Horrible barbaric practice. A burnt offering after poor crops. They hope well-fed gods will smile upon them.
A toast, then. To Elderman Coonan, joyous and generous. Let each man show him loyalty until he suffers death.
My friends, you are kind to me. I'd like to toast my successor, Tefder. May he wear the horns head high.
Weak! What is this? Water? I feel like Thor chugging oceans. No effect to my head or step.
You heard the man. Give him something stronger.
This'll work faster than any tonic.
Good. Give me visions of all creatures that roam these hills, and the sorehead tomorrow to pay for it.
Wow, that tastes awful. It feels good, though. Eivor, speak true. My feelings be damned. I have been an arse, do not deny it. And I, for that, I am sorry.
A colossal horse's arse, yes.
Soft words from a heartless heathen.
Only fiercer than fire among ill friends. I can be very as nice as a spring gale.
And how nice is that?
Nice enough to tell you that you were wrong for the Elderman's seat.
Maybe you are correct. I wanted to be a cardinal. But the men who raised me said I'd serve God better as an Elderman.
You are your own man, not theirs. The only ones you should be serving are your people. Tefder, with Gunnar and Bridget's marriage, our clans will unite. But we could join by oath as well.
Oh, yes. My first ally as Elderman. I accept. We shall make an oath. How do we start?
Yeah, the greatest oath and the greatest union. To the oath! The treaty! The greatest!
والله زي ما توقعت الحين ما اقدر يمشي.
People are sleeping. More ale to seal our friendship. This way, this way.
بقوة ترى اتحكم فيه.
Look out for the black sow.
Sow? Like pig?
Flaming pig. Chases you home at night. Silly words to scare silly children.
You see magic as the stuff of children's dreams.
Perhaps I judge too much. Truths I half believe. Foolishness sometimes takes my tongue. I have to piss.
A great blackness chases stars across the sky in great whirls of color and light. Whoosh!
Here we are. Right inside here.
تفدر! تفدر! Hefter! Where are you? Hell's breath. What happened last night? And the effects of that draft still cling.
يا ساتر والله خوينا حلتو حاله.
After, are you here?
There he is! What is the meaning of this? Blood soaking our soil, and your weapon coated in the same!
Kunan, please. More has happened here than you can see. Give me a right to parley my innocence.
I should have heeded Tevder's misgivings about heathen party guests, and now he has paid with his life. With Tevder gone, Gloucester will be without an elderman. Eye for an eye. Your Raven clan will lose their chieftain.
Get the murderer!
يا ساتر قتلوه ولا ايه؟ طب خليني اقتلهم الاثنين ذول والله مرة ضعيفين. شوف ذا اللي جاي. والله بستثير الشراب شايف لساته. خلينا ندخل هنا باين نفتش. صدقوني شوف ترى مو من عندي يعني من طيب لازم اقتلهم كلهم من اللعبة نفسها. ممكن خلاص يسيبوني. انا اخليه على بالي. شوف يكبر قوة صراحة قاعد يشوف. شو اعتقد من دول الحين نشوف القلة.
Blood. Could be Tefter's, if he was the heavy thing being dragged.
نشوف اعتقد في شيء هنا كمان.
Tefter's bodyguard, killed by knife.
نشوف في كفر القلة هنا.
Muddy footprints. Someone was hiding back here.
شوف هنا. ولا اعتقد شفته. تقريبا متى شفته. في دليل واحد. خلينا نرجع علينا نشوف.
This part has been broken and it's covered in blood. A weapon maybe.
طيب بقول آخر شيء واللي هنا لازم أجيبها بالسرعة فين؟ والله ما أدري اللي هذا صراحة ما راضي أشوفه. يمكن لازم أحطها معه.
Wonder if it still has a little something stronger. But why is it here? Better hold on to it. So, what does this lead to? The murderers hid here, lying in wait while we approached outside. They jumped from the shadows to kill the bodyguards and to disable Tefter. Then they dragged him away. That accounts for everything. Except Gwillem's pouch of herbs. I'm still unbalanced by Gwillem's special something. Maybe Mother Modron will know the contents.
طيب خلاص اطلع من هنا. بس والله ما ادري حرصت راح يهجموا علي ولا كيف النظام. على العموم المكان اللي نبغاه ما هو مرة بعيد. هناك خلاص خل نروح. والله بس هو بالقوة يمشي ما ادري صراحة متى يعني التأثير ذا اللي عليه يعني متى بروح.
هو لعد؟
اعتقد هنا المكان اللي ابغاه. واحد من المنازل دي. ولد عند الحرمة هذيك عارفينها. أظن لازم نروح نكلمها. هي دي.
There's Modron up ahead.
Hello again.
Mother, it's the friend of the mangled leg man.
Eivor, you remember?
Indeed. It's a surprise to see you. Is everything quite all right?
No, it's not. I awoke in Tefter's wrecked home. Blood, but no body. Cunan's men are after me for the lad's murder.
Uh-oh. Did you stab him? Mother, can I see?
Blood but no body? We must see what has happened to him.
Do you recognize the contents of this pouch?
A very unusual blend. There is a druid who uses this mix to aid sleep.
A monk called Gwillem poured some of it into my drink last night. The effects were intense.
Search the houses! Can't have gotten far!
They're coming for you. If they know I've aided you, it'll be my head next.
Can you...
I've seen nothing and no one.
Mother, if the stranger wants more of the herbs, they can talk to the druid Halewyn.
Yes. Halewyn's cabin is on a lake, near where the Cherwell and Great Ouse rivers meet. But he is a strange fish. Rarely does he speak to mortals, preferring the company of spirits. Now, I've business at Rollindrich. Find me there later.
اوكي يا اخوانا راح ننهي الحلقة هنا. الله يعطيكم العافية على المشاهدة. ان شاء الله راح نكمل الحلقات القادمة. كنت وصلنا نهاية حلقتنا ذي. اتمنى الحلقة تعجبكم. واذا تعجبكم لا تنسوا تضغطوا زر اللايك والسبسكرايب. باذن الله اشوفكم في الحلقات القادمة. في امان الله.